Oi, fala aí pessoal, bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês do Rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English. Hey, what's up guys? Hey Alexia, happy Thursday. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Cru, and a special episode because this is the fourth part of the series of Phrasal Verbs Week.
Yay!
I hear the excitement in Alexia's voice. Are you excited, Alexia? Are you ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Okay, so let's dive straight into it today. We're talking about phrasal verbs. So phrasal verbs are composed of a verb and a preposition. That's all you need to know. So today, Alexia, we're talking about phrasal verbs with the verb to live.
Exactly.
Yeah. Can I point out one thing before we start?
Yes, please.
Good phrasal verb, point out. That means like give attention to.
Posso indicar?
Yeah. So to live, this is the I sound. So it's not to leave, which would be sair, but to live. Okay? Say that with me. To live.
To live.
Yeah. Alexia's still working on that sound as well. We also have the word life.
Yes.
Which is the noun que seria vida.
My life is amazing.
Right. Your life is amazing.
Yes, it is.
And then we also have the adjective alive.
I love to be alive.
I love to be alive.
I love to be alive.
Yeah. Or just like, studying English makes me feel alive.
Exactly.
So life and live have the I sound, but to live is this I sound. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way before we start. So Alexia, do you have a good place to start with phrasal verbs using the verb to live?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to live in Romania.
Okay. I don't think that's true. Or if it is true, we need to have a conversation about that later. So to live in, this is a phrasal verb, but honestly, it's just this one's very easy. So you live in a place, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to live in a beautiful house. I'd love to live in Romania, the United States. I'd love to live in São Paulo. That one's easy, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so let me start with a little more complicated one because that's what I like to do. So we have the phrasal verb to live by. So if you live by something, do you understand what that means, Alexia?
Honestly, I do. Like, it's people who believe in something very strongly.
Mm-hmm. They
No,
believe
no,
in something.
No.
I believe I can fly.
Dun, 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 dun. Do you know that I won't start talking about?
R. Kelly?
No, it's Padre do Balão.
No, you will not start talking about that. Okay, so if you live by something, that means you live by a set of principles or beliefs. So, for example, I could say, let's see, okay, my mom is a very religious person, and my mom lives by her religious beliefs, and they guide her life.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have something that you live by?
I live by.
I live.
I live by.
No, I love and live.
I live by
Perfect.
my principles.
Okay. We don't know what those principles are, but Alexia has her set of principles.
I'm trying to be very practical, very straight today. So if I start talking about my principles, we won't finish this episode.
Yeah, that's a good idea. For example, I could say, I live by the idea that education is one of the most important things in the world. You know, it's something you really believe in. If you live by something, you really believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So a very similar one, if you want to take the negative side, if someone does not live by something, you could say, for example, Donald Trump does not live by the law. I think at this point, not debatable that Donald Trump breaks the law a lot and the law does not apply to him. So he does not live by the law.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the next one, to live for. I think you know what this means, don't you?
Yeah, someone like my dad lives for me.
Yeah, I think vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to live for is your reason for being, your reason to live. It's the reason, it's the thing that wakes you up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you could say, I think the most common context I hear this is with family or relationships, like, my mother lives for her children.
I live for you.
Oh, I live for you too. Um, or like, you can use it in a less direct way, like Neymar lives for football.
My dog lives for her ball.
Yeah, that is undeniably true. Okay, what about to live off something or someone? This one is a little bit more complicated.
Okay. I don't know. I just read.
Okay. Okay.
That's fine.
Just full transparency here at Inglês no Cru. Alexia does have some notes here. So
Yes.
when I ask her if she knows something, if you hear a long silence and then she says, yes, that probably means, yes, I just read the notes, Foster. So to live off something or someone is really to use someone's resources or use the resources to survive, right? So, for example, I could say, this is not true in this case, but I live off my parents' salary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You depend on them.
Yeah. Or you could also say something like, he lives off his financial investments,
Okay.
which means you're not necessarily working directly with something, but that is where you are receiving it from, and that is what sustains you.
You need that or someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a very similar. So this is why phrasal verbs are complicated. So to live off means something like viver de or viver a conta de alguém, de alguma coisa. But to live on, so on and off, we normally think about as opposites, but to live on is very similar. So do you know what to live on means?
To live on. I don't.
Yeah, Alexia checked her notes and she says no. So to live on is the amount or quantity of something that you need to survive. So, for example, you could say, I don't know, in Portugal, you can live on 1,000 euros per month.
Okay. So, um, from now on, I'll live on 500 reais per month.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I'm just questioning, in Rio nowadays, can you live on 500 reais a month?
We can't live in 500 reais anywhere in the world.
Live on.
Maybe Bolivia. I don't know. Live on.
No, there are a lot of people that can live on. Quick fact that almost half the world lives on less than $1 a day. So you can, but $1 I think is exactly 500 reais. I am joking. Sorry, all Brazilian economists out there listening to this.
Right now, with the political issues, you have to chill about it.
Inglês no Cru is totally indifferent, impartial. So, there's one more interesting definition with to live on that is a little bit more metaphorical, maybe. So, if someone's memory or legacy lives on, that means it continues even after they have passed, after they died, after they've gone away. So you could say, the president's legacy lives on for generations.
But can you say in a very bad way? Like he continues to live on his mom's memories, like he can't get away with that.
Yeah, in that case, we would use a different verb. And actually, I think we will talk about that in the next episode.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do an easy one, Alexia. To live through.
Okay, this one I know.
I think you do.
Superar.
Yeah. So try to give me an example.
Right now, with Florence, a lot of people,
Hurricane Florence, just to
yes,
clarify.
a lot of people lived through,
Lived
through,
hmm
lived through a very traumatic experience.
Yeah, that's a difficult phrase to say, lived through. So first thing, lived, now I leave. Second thing, you don't want to add the extra ed sound. You just add a soft kind of td sound. Say lived, not livid. And then through, you have the th and the r, which is super difficult. So if you want to practice your pronunciation, that's a great phrase to practice.
Through.
Yeah, perfect.
Lived through.
Excellent.
Yay.
Great student. A+.
Okay.
So live through almost always has to do with difficult situations that you overcame those situations. So for example, some of our students participating in Sound School, they're living through this difficult experience of me always correcting their pronunciation, but then they come out the other side successful, happy English students.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn right, bro.
Yeah. You're saying a lot of damn right. I noticed that when I was editing the podcast.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Makes you sound cool, like a gangster. Okay, last but not least, Alexia, to live up to.
Uh-huh.
So I know that you have a company in Rio called Live Up.
Yeah.
Do you know what to live up to means?
Yes.
Tell me.
Corresponder às expectativas.
Okay. Can you give me an example?
Wait. I always try to live up to your expectations with my English pronunciation.
Perfect. She tries really hard. And I don't have any expectations.
Yes, I do.
No, I love your English exactly the way it is.
Yes, you do.
I do. But in general, to live up to something, you're talking about someone you respect and you want to make them happy. So you want to live up to what they expect from you.
Mhm.
So the most common context in which I see this phrase is with children and parents. Like kids always want to live up to the expectations of their parents, right?
Yeah. Or the expectations that the college put on them.
Yeah, perfect. So with that said, I hope that we are living up to your expectations, our dear listeners of Inglês no Rádio, and we will talk to you tomorrow with more phrasal verbs.
Yeah.
Okay, see you later.
Ciao.